There we go. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Cthulhu, I see you over there. Coming in with the 29 months. Thank you so much. Pog slides. Pog slide indeed. We got the real life Pog slide. Mom was not pogging though, but it's still sliding. Nah. I can't be moving. Too much motion sickness. But hey, we got the babies right there, napping along. But hope you guys are doing well. Susumi, welcome on in. I see you over there as well. Giving you all my energy so you can find a water geyser fast. Okay, there's gonna be a couple things we want to talk about. So we found out some different things about it. And I think this is gonna help us kind of balance things out. Gotta make some dinner and then get ready to enjoy the stream. Make the foods. We'll see you in a little bit, Lord of Heaven. So, Mama's on the camera, everything's looking good. Need to make sure the mods are okay. It's looking alright. Alright, so the new strategy is we found out that the achievement only requires you to generate power. You don't have to store it in a battery. You don't have to use the power. So that means that we could literally just have duplicates running on a hamster wheel tied to a light. Because if the light is requiring power, they're going to run in the wheel non-stop, right? You know, common stuff. Now the thing with that is that if we have 3 dupes running for most of the day, and they're going to have their downtime, and then they're going to sleep, right? So that's normal. So they're going to run most of the day, but not for the entirety of the day. If we have 3 dupes, that's the equivalent of 1 hydrogen generator. Now the thing is that those dupes need food, and of course they also need other things as well. So it turns out that every 3 dupes, that's 1 dupe running the wheel. The other dupes could be running the wheel as well. But we would need basically, if we were to have the other dupes give us power correctly, and we have a transformer, that's another thing, we need transformers. And that requires water. That we need to have 3 dupes for 8 dupes. So technically we could dumb that down to 1 to 4 if the 4 dupes are running on the wheel non-stop. And then we just need 1 dupe dedicated to cook all day, every day. So if we have 2 people cooking, I believe we are able to supply 8 other duplicates. And I think the strategy is going to be that we're going to have people make mush bars in the beginning. So one of the problems was that when we got water, it was cool, but we didn't actually get the ability to really do anything with it. And it's like, you know, you get water, you do the research, and then outside of the research, we really don't do anything with it. We try to use it for a spawn. It takes a little bit long. So I think the new strat is we're going to want to make water, melt water, use the water to cook, and then potentially use that as a heat sink as well if we really need to. But now that we know that we don't need power to be consumed, it's a little bit easier. So that means that we're going to change things up. So although we're going to still try to get Carnivore, race to the top of the map, I think it's going to be a lot easier since we're going to have a larger colony. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing. We're going to try to grab dupes as often as possible. There's going to be very, very few exceptions. Shovels and shovel eggs and early game water as a option is going to be another thing that's going to be kind of interesting. So those are going to be the things that we're going to have to look out for, but got some new strats. All right, so let's roll this a couple times. There's a couple of modifiers I don't want to play with. I just want to make sure we don't have those. Ooh, alternative pod location. Okay, this is interesting. This could be either really good or really bad. I want to take the gamble. Everything else is normal. Game settings, everything is normal. I'm probably going to want to copy this. And then it's going to go into the Nightbot. And seeds. How's everyone in chat though? Hope you guys are doing good. Thank you guys for tuning in at the beginning of the stream. This is looking pretty good. And let's get it in. Of course, we still got to select the dupe, so we're not technically in it yet. Look at Mamba, napping so peacefully. Alright, so we got DGSM. Of course, we're going to do the triple interest. Everything is basic. Alright, so we will want a researcher. I remember last time I made the mistake of not doing that. And enchanted some boots that have 700% movement speed. How does that not break the game? How fast? Do you run faster than a horse? Can you outrun a horse? That's the real question, man, at that point. Can you outrun a horse? Researching, and then what else do I want on this guy? If he's not gonna be researching... Oh, absolutely. How much faster are you? I would be a little bit disappointed if you barely outrun it. Have you seen the Skyrim speedruns where they go super fast around the map? Yeah, but then that's not the movement speed boots though, right? Isn't that like a weird glitch? You're almost that fast. Oh, interesting. The Skyrim one is not as bad as like the Fallout one. The Fallout one is weird because you literally just blink like a few meters at a time. And then you have to do some weird like Pip-Boy stuff. It was weird. But I see you over there, man. I see you over there. Let's get this guy something that's not that great. Let's give him Caregiver. It's kind of worthless. And then we'll give damn, these are all pretty bad. We'll give him Irritable Bowels. It's nice for zooming around the map to unlock fast travel waypoints. Dude, man. I would imagine at that point when you're able to actually craft 700% movement speed boots that you would have most of the waypoints already. I don't know, man. That's just me. That's just me. I don't think ranching's gonna make sense. Cooking's not gonna make sense. We're not gonna need a decorator. Supplying doesn't really help us. I guess it's just operating then. Oh, I hit the reroll accidentally. Come on, triple interest. There we go. What's going on, Gonzo? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. How are you? Build, supply, and then we need operating as our middle skill. There we go. I don't want double or duplicate traits. Let's give him stress. Give this guy... These are all pretty bad. It's all made possible by mods. Pretty sure that enchant isn't in the base game. Oh... I don't know any of the Skyrim enchants. The only thing I know is that I apply Soul Tap enchant on everything because it sells for the most. That's all I would do. Learn that one enchantment and then apply it to everything. Literally, that's all I would do. It's so funny, but yeah, that's literally what I would do. Give him Yokel. Binge, and then Sparkle Streak, Sticker Bomb. Yeah, that's fine. And then for Marie, we need someone to dig. Build supply is already done. We'll probably be able to get a rancher in time. It's probably not something I need to worry about. I'll probably want to give them suit wearing and then tidying. Tidying sounds weird. Honestly, I wouldn't want to give them tidying, but we're gonna need someone to tidy. Honestly, ranching wouldn't be bad, but I wouldn't want my rancher to be digging. Cooking doesn't make sense either. Decorator's worthless. Honestly, it's probably going to either be tidying or operating. Either or is probably going to be fine. The mod I use has some funny enchantments. One of them changes the target's name to Fool when you hit them. It sounds like a Wabbajack, man. It sounds like the Wabbajack staff. Not gonna lie, those type of like interactions are like the best. I get it when you're like a game that's all about like min-maxing, and it's all about getting the best gear. I get that, but you gotta have some of the other stuff like that as well. They kind of add some flavor. Oh boy, 100k again. What's going on, Julie? Yeah, we're hopefully gonna make some better attempts this time because we have more knowledge. But yeah, gotta make some attempts. We gotta beat the challenge. No skills. Skills are a little bit too strong. I don't want that. Twinkle Toes is a little bit OP. We'll give it to him though, and then we'll give this guy a practice artist. We have a Sparkle Streaker already. We have a Sticker Bomber already. We'll take Super Productive. All right. Maybe not a double operator. We'll give this guy Tidying. Should be good. Should be good. Everything's different. All right. This is... Which attempt is this? Ah, crap. Give me 1 sec, you guys. I need to verify my, This is attempt number 4. Yeah, it's attempt number 4. $100k Mamba V4. All right, boys. It's gonna be a new run. Oh, I just knocked down my earbuds. Hackman. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, attempt number 4. Gonna get me some coffee really quick. I want to be on top of my game. So let's talk about this. Right now we're going to be attempting the 100k challenge. The 100k challenge is the map that comes in at negative 174 degrees Celsius and gets colder than that. Now the thing with that is a lot of things liquefy that are normally gases at that point, and oxygen becomes one of them, and it gets dangerous. But for the most part, we got some strategies to help us work this out, and we're going to be doing something specific, getting the achievements Carnivore, Locavore, and Super Sustainable, and all within 100 cycles. At some point though, if it doesn't seem possible to get it in 100 cycles, you know, we'll rethink it. All right, Hator GG coming in to claim the researcher. We'll get your name in once we load it. Look at that. CO2 flashing into solid and liquid and gas. Alright, so that's fine. That's not fine. We do this. Add an extra hour of work because we're ruthless overlords. Now we gotta do the setup here. Life support's up. Doctoring is down. Tidying, cooking, decorating, researching, ranching. Alright, should be good. I hope not to die ASAP. Alright, Hatter GG, we got you. So you want it to be the researcher, who's Catalina. Welcome in, Hatter GG. We wish you a long life, however long that is. Alright, so you're going to be doing that. Build, supply, operating. We'll do it like that. Marie's going to be digging, tidying. Everything else is normal. I think that's going to be the setup we'll do. Nothing like a smell of the new colony. It smells a little stinky. I see you over there. 8-bit Owen, new run indeed. New run indeed. Okay, so the biggest thing about this, I might even consider like restarting right now if we have a really, really bad location. So, the moment of truth. Okay, we're not that far from the top. All right, we're closer to the top than we are the bottom. That's actually great. Oh, shit. The neutronium is right here. Are you kidding me? This is neutronium right here. So we're literally on the far left edge. This is the edge of the map right here. If I go past this, it goes away. The unknown tooltip. That's literally neutronium right here. So that means this is my edge of the map. Oh, wow. That sucks. That actually sucks. This is the 100k map. So this map is just really cool. If you ever played the modded 100k map. And then we have medium boulders and alternative pod location. Okay, so we know the wall is right here. We have a lot on the right side for us to explore. No, that's technically not good. You do want to be more centered so that the travel distance to left, right, up, or down is equal. If that makes sense. If your left side is not explorable, that's technically okay if you don't need to explore. But if we do need to explore, and if we do, that's technically not a good thing. Right? Because we want to find water, and the more options we have that are closer from our printing pod starting location, the better. Alright, so either way, we know where we're at. This is not bad. We're still somewhat in the middle, so I think we're okay. The traits and the setup here is decent. Can't be mad about that. We're going to want to grab copper ASAP. There's a couple of veins of carbon dioxide that I might want to avoid. These are a little bit solid CO2. You know, not what we call the business. And although I could go this way, there's no copper over here. I want to go this way. Even though there's some CO2 we're going to have to mine, it is what it is. Alright, let's get this started. So this is 8. We probably want to do a couple tiles here. Let these guys do their thing. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2 at the very least. And then how long is that? 11. And then I technically want a 20 tile long setup. So this should go up to here. Alright, we can cancel that. That's going to be our first platform. Basically, this is the dimensions that you're going to want ideally for one of the room types. Ideally, it's going to be the bedroom or the bathroom. So that's going to be the reason why we have that. The CO2 is not a good look, though. CO2 is not a good look, though. I will say that. The CO2 is not a good look. About to lose immediately, boys. Yo, we actually about to lose immediately. This is pretty funny, man. Holy crap. Oh, we're gonna suffocate, boys. We gotta break this open. Alright, so we still don't have copper yet. We need that for power, and then we can start generating oxygen. Which, you know, I don't have to tell you why. It would be pretty nice. Oxygen wasn't included. It'd be like that sometimes, boys. They're climbing up to breathe. Alright, so we have that now. Let's get some power. 1, 2, we probably just put it here. And then I want oxygen, put it on the side. And then we'll put a battery here. Let's get that started. Let's have this as well. Have the priority of this still a little bit higher. Then we gotta get some things. Gotta get these, gotta get that. 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's these. Get the tile, this comes across. There we go. What's the command to see what mods you're using? Oni mods, like what the mod message said. Batteries not included, still one of my favorite movies. Oh, that's a movie. Will it overpressure? I don't know what you mean. Oh, you're saying the CO2? That's not possible, if that's what you're wondering. The overpressure only happens from something that emits gas, not the gas itself melting. So it's like if, I mean, yeah, it's just not possible. So yeah, it's not gonna overpressure. Oh, the generator. Yeah, actually it could. It's actually overpressured, yeah. I don't know, man. Sometimes the questions, I'm just kind of, you know. Pliers have a larger range than the disconnect tool, which is 1 tile. Sometimes when you're doing large areas, it's just better with that. Yo, man, that's a lot of CO2. Suffocation. We're suffocating, boys. This is what we would call in the business a bad start. No. Open a fresh roll of sweet tarts. I see you over there. I remember for the longest time, I used to call sweet tarts bottle caps. And then people told me I was wrong. And I was like, I thought they was always called that. Turns out they weren't. Feels bad. Alright, this is a bad start to the day. We didn't get a bathroom out. They look the same as bottle caps. But it's not the same. Aren't the bottle caps a little bit... One, I don't know which one, but one of them is a little bit on the tart side, sour side. Alright, man, let's get a temporary outhouse. Let's go, boys. It's time. Hello, guys. What's going on, Kitsukin? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Alright, we're opening up a vacuum so that the CO2 hopefully goes inside. That's what I'm hoping for. Sweet tarts are a little sour. There it is. It's sweet tarts then. I think that's the one I'm used to. But for whatever reason, like all the kids at school would call it bottle caps, and I would be like, I have no idea what that is. Oh, it tastes like soda. Oh, interesting. Alright, they used the restroom. That's a good sign. Alright, so we could actually get started with that. We will want to grab... The compost isn't really going to help. Same thing with the other stuff. So I think we're going to grab the jumbo battery ASAP. Can you spend them in Fallout 8? Oh, I see you, Kisukin. Yo, man, you gotta take care of yourself. But yeah, things like that happens with work and whatnot. But hey, man. Things happen. No worries, no worries. Gotta take care of yourself first, though, Kisukin. Oh, the root beer. Oh, I see. 100% heard of them. But yeah, I feel like ever since I've grown up, I've never seen them anymore. Not gonna lie. It's raining today? Is it actually raining today? It's not raining where I'm at. Oh man. You doing fine? Gotcha, gotcha. But hey man, it's good to hear you got some free time. Good to have you back, Keys, again. What you're gonna be doing in the free times now? Any video games or anything you're checking out? Alright, looks like we're alive. A little bit of problem with the CO2, but I think we're okay. We're making our progress right now. And now let's move on to the top. Try to avoid the CO2 if we can. I just don't want to deal with that. And then I could just mop up the CO2 and just try to pour it somewhere else. Oh, it was raining earlier this morning. Morning showers. Morning showers. CO2 is going to be annoying. It is. CO2 is going to be annoying. Don't worry though. The moment we dig a little bit lower, all the CO2 is going to go down below us. So I'm not too worried about it. It was a little bit of a hassle though in the beginning. That was, not going to lie, a little bit of a problem. But it's going to be so cold once we get a little bit lower that it's going to immediately solidify again. Mining it does destroy half the mass. That's true. All right, we got one. Let's grab supercomputer, even though we can't do anything with the supercomputer. Good excuse to use my rain jacket on the way to the office. That's funny, man. I didn't know that was a Cali thing. I remember I was streaming, and someone was talking shit about Cali. He's like, "You motherfuckers don't wear jackets when it's cold. You guys wear jackets as a fashion statement." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "The weather is never actually cold enough that you need to wear a jacket in Cali. Or, you know, it doesn't really rain." And I was like, "Yeah, so what? We can still wear jackets, right?" It's like, "No, man. You guys aren't actually using them for the use." And it becomes an accessory at that point. I was like, what's wrong with that? It's wild, man. Only watching the videos. How viable is the vacuum strategy in a 100k challenge? The problem with the vacuum strategy is that while it works, it's time consuming. So it depends what you're trying to achieve in the 100k challenge. It's very effective for keeping out the cold. So if you have a little bit of warm energy that you're trying to maintain or do better with, it's good for that. But the problem with it is the fact that it takes a while. The air cons sometimes require a light jacket. I wear a jacket to block UV rays. Oh yeah, that's another thing. That's one thing we don't do that often that we need to in Cali. Like since we're a beach city, you know, a lot of the times it's wear as, you know, the least amount of clothing as possible is typically the train of thought. Not that, you know, that's what you're supposed to do, but that's kind of like what people tend to do over here in Cali. But yeah, all hacks are right, man. Once it's that hot, get sunburned and all that, man, dude, you gotta just cover up. That's the best way to keep cool. When I worked in an office, a jacket or a sweater was needed always. Oh yeah, that's because they keep it so cold in the office, so you can't fall asleep. How do you choose the block length for a base? So typically I work off of the printing pod, and then I go to the menu. Now, the menu over here, typically I actually have a bathroom up top, but the bathroom room size or the washroom room size is the same. It's 64 tiles. So what I do is I measure out 20 tiles, like this. The logic is these two tiles are going to be doors, right? So then I also have a lip right here. That means the inside is 64. That's what I do. Now, of course, this room size I choose is for the washroom, latrine, regular barracks, luxury barracks. The 64 maximum size tiles is usually why. I do that for the beginning. Why a lip? The moment you get doors here, if you want to increase the decor of the inside, you can put a statue on the outside. Later on, I typically actually put pedestals here when I get artifacts from the rocket. And, you know, if you really need a storage bin, this is an easy option. I just like having the lip for the most part. What's the minimum mass to a liquid layer? Make a line instead of a droplet. So the droplet that you have is the minimum amount of mass for a droplet. So when you're trying to do a liquid layer, Kisukin, you multiply that droplet maximum mass by the length of the liquid layer you're trying to make. So let's say that we're using water, 30 grams. So 30 grams per droplet of water becomes one droplet, doesn't spill over. You would have, let's say, 10 tiles. That would be 300 grams. So, yeah. Something like that. But for the most part, that's a variable question. There's no real answer to that. Bubba Fetta, what's good? I see you over there. Ladder, fire, pole, tube. Yeah, so I have 3 tiles for that. I have a question about Draco farming. How do you know how many Dracos to put in the overflowing shearing room? That depends on how much plastic you need. A lot of the times, if you want to ramp up your plastic, you want to keep that value pretty high. But once you have enough plastic, you want to tone it down. So it depends on what kind of stage of the colony you're at. I think, dude, they're both gastrophobia. And then we have an actual cook. They're both shriveled taste buds. I could probably take Catalina and make her a dedicated tidier. This is a real run, yeah. Are you allowed to reroll your dupes? No. I am not allowed to reroll my dupes. Let me save this. I did not know that was on. Wait. You're not supposed to be able to reroll. These are not even checked. What the heck was that, man? Why did it give me the reroll option? That's not legal. Not actually supposed to happen. But for ease of answering the question, you could easily do something like a dozen when you're trying to ramp up and when you don't need any more plastic and you just want to slowly accumulate it so that your ranchers aren't overwhelmed. You could lower it down to 4. So a dozen and then down to 4. No, it still has it. I didn't click anything, which is why it's weird. Why does it still have a reroll right here? That shouldn't be on that. And now it's gone? What the hell, dude? Dude, my game is freaking out. There was the reroll button here, now it's gone. I didn't even do anything. Jeez, man. Jeez. I don't know anymore, man. My game's freaking out. My game's actually freaking out, man. I'm gonna take Abe, because he's a rancher. Meemaw is not bad. As she would be pretty lucrative as well. Actually, I might take Meemaw. This is not bad. Well, either way, that was weird. I don't know what's going on with my game. This is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Meemaw is going to be the rancher. And when she's not ranching, what is she doing? She's going to be building. Okay, that's pretty nice. So we'll just have her like this. Simple setup. Is it a glitch? I think the game, yeah, I think it's a glitch. It was never supposed to be on, but then it's on now. Alright, so we got the neutronium right here, which is kind of a pain. I guess it's not a bad thing. We start dumping stuff on that. Yeah, we have the alternative pod location, so the location's a little bit offset. That technically kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I actually should do this. I want to see a little bit off to the right side. Right now, we're just going to be doing a little bit of exploration, making space. What temp does O2 turn into liquid? 185. It's lower than that. It's 183 negative, but there's a 2-degree state change rule, which is why it's a little bit higher. Oh, you're calling dibs. I see you over there. I see you over there, man. Alright, let's get some proper bathrooms in so that they stop complaining. So the thing is that we don't have water. But we need a wash basin so that we can get the room bonus for the latrine. So we're going to have to build at least one. But sadly, the duplicants are not washing their hands. And that's due to the fact that we have no water. Feels bad, man. Have a 100k challenge bot for the DLC? Not yet. They're working on it, but I don't know where that's at the moment. If you go to the 100k mod on the workshop page, it tells you that they're working on a different version for the DLC. Because they can't actually have this for both versions. But for the most part, yeah, they're working on it. Do germs die from temperature? They do, but the thing you need to understand is that the duplicants are actually warm at the beginning. So although there might be germs on the duplicant, right, food poisoning germs, the germs on the duplicant are not going to die because the duplicants are 36 degrees. This duplicant that's at -6 because he's been here since day 1 is more likely for the germs to die. But as you can see, the germs are still there. You can see that if I slow this down, current temperature -6.4, 43% dead per cycle. So that's true for food poisoning, but it's not immediate. It's not that cool that they get vaporized at. And of course, the duplicant's body temperature is the biggest thing. The fact that you're in a gas environment that's -100 degrees, it's not really going to matter. Duplicant body temperature is the only thing that does. Alright, so we have the normal slime biome. We have the normal salt biome. We have a geyser. Copper volcano. Okay, this hot stuff. I honestly can't do anything with that. If I add ice to the copper, it's going to become steam and then immediately freeze back into ice. I remember I did that. I opened it up to try to use that as a heat source, and it was a big meme. Because it didn't even work. It literally just didn't even work. Hey, what's going on, Forika? Saw you on YouTube. Now accidentally stuck on a channel with a familiar voice. Hey, welcome on in. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, welcome to the city. Hope you enjoy your stay. Crack it open and heat it up. It won't rip you, will it? I can't open it yet. I don't have the skill to get there. I can't dig granite yet. Once I'm able to, I'll think about it. But, you know, as the 100k challenge, we have a lot of limitations. So yeah, although we will, it's not yet. Okay, we have a little bit of research we could do. We got the supercomputer, even though it's kind of useless right now. I could grab the light and then grab the statue for the Great Hall. Alright, so I think this is going to be worthwhile. We're going to dig both up and down. Because at this point, I just need to find a water source. So we got to do what we can. Is there a way to see the limitations? What do you mean, limitations? Oh, you would have to play this yourself. You would have to play this yourself. But a lot of the suggestions that you guys may have, or you guys might think that it's, you know, great idea. The biggest limitation is the fact that we don't have water, and we're on the vanilla game. So we literally need water for like 80% of the tech. So you might say something like, hey, I need insulated tiles. Nope, I need water for that. Hey, you just need a transformer. Yep, I can't build that either. I need water for that too. Hey, you need this. Yep, can't do it. I need water. A lot of the times, that's going to be the biggest limitation. I don't have tech research. So, like, you wouldn't know that unless you played the game. Oh yeah, last several days I was trying to find a way to how to efficiently cool a sulfur geyser. Wait a second. From 1400 Celsius? Is that a modded geyser? I don't think that exists in the normal game, right? 1400 gas sulfur? That's gotta be a meme. Cannot use the volcano tea source to melt water. We have no control over it. So you have to understand that you get this problem where you have magma on the ground that almost immediately solidifies because of the fact that the map's really cold. So you get copper in the refined metal form that looks like this. And the heat transfer from this item to everything else is very slow if you're not inside a liquid, and if you're not inside a door, and you're not inside a temp shift plate. So because of that, like, you could try. It's just not practical. I've done it before, so I know. But yeah, you can't realistically get water from that. What I did before that melted the ice was I allowed ice to be in this area. And then when it spawned copper liquid on top of the ice, it would melt the ice. But I would get steam. And then the steam would float out and immediately solidify back into ice. So it's not actually that great. That's the problem with that. How do you get water then? If you've seen the other runs, the cool steam vent hot water geysers are typically going to be the best method. If not, we want to reach the surface of the map and grab regolith from the meteor showers. Kill Bill coming in with the first. I see you over there, man. First one in the stream. Totally legit. What's going on, Kill Bill? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Happy Mondays. If it's still Monday over there where you're at. I think it's right past midnight or something along those lines. But hey, welcome on in. Welcome on in. We are doing the 100k challenge. Negative 175. It gets colder the further up we go. But otherwise, welcome on in. All the way from the Netherlands. It is midnight right now. I see. Yo, man. We got you, Kill Bill. It's time to unwind, relax. Rest well, rest easy. It is a flipped asteroid where liquid sulfur spawns in a magma layer, and I was slow to notice. Now I have a thick layer of gas sulfur. Oh, wow. The best thing for you to do, in my opinion, is, let's say that, because it's on the flipped, right? It's on the top part of your map. I would try to liquid lock in it. Oh, you probably can't liquid lock inside that, huh? Can you go in and out of that area? If you can, the best thing for you to do is, like, if you find some abyssalite here that's hot, build metal tiles underneath it and then insulate the sides. And then run an aqua tuner to chill the metal tiles from below. And then all the gas that touches this, ideally you want a temp shift plate right here. When it touches the cold, it should liquefy the gas. And when you liquefy the gas, it should fall down and start accumulating as a layer. Once you could do that, that would probably be the best thing to do. No. I mean, cool the magma. That could be something to do. I'm imagining that all the magma's already gone. Because that's what I do. I drain the magma when I do flipped asteroid. I drain it into one tile. So I'm just imagining that the magma's drained, but sulfur is there. Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, if the sulfur is just everywhere, the magma's still there, that's a different problem. Yo, man, best of luck. Best of luck on that, man. It sounds like you're in a predicament, man. We're gonna be disabling this building so we don't grab the water. It's full of magma still. Oh, man. It'd be useful as a boiler, that's true. You could also just stick a steam turbine in between and put some water in the middle. And then convert it into power slowly. That would take you like a couple hundred cycles though. To like actively cool that down low enough so that you could do something with it. But yeah, that's a lot of energy, technically, yeah. Upside down turbine. That'd be wild, man. Alright, so speed this up. We're going to be moving on up, because that's going to be the easiest way for us to kind of explore right now. We're looking for geysers. Not really able. Oh, no, we should be able to. Yes. Okay, that's not digging skill, but it's a start. We are going to have Meemaw get to ranching. Oh, that's not the duplicates getting skills. That's the new dupe. That's fine. So we just got to explore right now. I'm going to go up and down. Technically, going up, it's going to be better for us due to the fact that's where the shovels are. The source of food for the map. Because the map is cold, everything is pretty much dead. All the critters, all the plants. So we're going to get the occasional hatch. But then the hatch is probably going to die because it's so cold. Yep, there's meat right here. The hatch died. Feels bad. There's that hatch that spawns 7 tiles left of the printing pod. I think that's the guy that died right now. You hate to see that kind of thing happen, boys. You really do. Alright, so we got to the top. We're building this out. We're going to the bottom. We will need more bedrooms, so we will want to do this. Now, there is actually a upside to having bedrooms in this playthrough. The moment we find a hot geyser, the duplicates are going to want to sleep next to the heat source because they naturally want to be around 30 degrees. So if we force them to sleep here by putting beds here, they're not going to travel to the geyser every day, and we lose time like that. So we're going to have to think about where we place the beds for that reason. Now, of course, at that same point, if we're always going to be around the heat source anyways, we have this problem where, well, you know, I don't really have to explain it, but they're just traveling, and that wastes a lot of their day, and that's really bad for us. What's going on, Mighty Stoosh? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. What is good, Mighty Stoosh? Hope you are doing well. The problem that I can't open the pocket with sulfur because there's no liquid lock that would withstand such temp. Ooh, we got a printout. What do we got? Blueprint, drywall, drywall. Oh, I got balloons. I got the Wheezewort balloons. Oh, that's kind of pog. This looks like cookies and cream, dude. I'm down. I'm in, boys. You got this 100k. Appreciate it, Mighty Stoosh. Cold Core, we're playing the 100k map. So the entire map just really cold. Duplicates are struggling. They're peeing out ice. It's not a fun time. We were going to grab oxygen masks. Because I know we're going to need them. No, we have a normal core. But because it is the 100k map, I don't think we have lava anywhere. The 100k map is a weird mod. So, like, a lot of the logical things that should happen on certain planetoids don't happen anymore. Any soft points to the northeast? Oh, sorry about that, guys. Oh, right here. That's soft. But the thing is that this is a huge chunk of 1,000 kilograms of CO2. Although this is a way to go through this, I don't want to go through this, man. This shit is dangerous. This shit is ultimate dangerous, dude. Oh my god. Mamba's napping. He's being a good kitty cat. Mamba's always a awesome kitty cat, man. I'm lucky to have him. Wouldn't it solidify? It would, but the problem is that if there is a cool steam vent close by, it's going to liquefy. And then it's going to become gas. I had one of my runs die to that. That's why. I didn't think about the CO2. And then I found a cool steam vent in the slime biome, and then it melted it, and then it just overpressurized everything. And it was bad news bears. You guys are right though. Chances are it's not going to liquefy, but I have had a run kind of get bopped, so I'm a little bit reluctant. Alright, so gotta move on up. This is only like 10 kilograms, so it's not bad. Let's move up to here. Probably gonna go straight up. Maybe we want to do an alternative pattern. And then 2, 3, 4. Oh, and then we just walk across. Oh, that's perfect. And then we seal this up. We keep this sealed so we don't tap into this. There is the objects inside though. It's potentially food, which is why I'm thinking about opening it. So right now what we're going to be doing is trying to level up. There's a lot of buried objects that ideally I want to grab. And the reasoning is because this is all food. This is all food, which is why I'm like, yeah, we should probably grab this. Alright, so we want to grab the buried objects as much as we can. Mine it from both sides. All of the muckroot on the floor. Just need to make sure this guy doesn't eat it all. Alright, priority 9 on the storage bin. So they move the food. You better not eat the sandstone. You better eat the sandstone and not the muckroot, dude. This is a 99% chance he eats the sandstone. But every time he walks by the muckroot, man, I'm worried. Odds are in my favor, though. I'm just kind of mad no one's actually putting it back here. Oh, they're not selected, that's why. Guys, can we move the food back? Probably a great thing to do. There we go. Layra, good stuff. I'm worried about this guy, man. He better not eat it. Oh, there's a second one right here. 800k cows each. Let's go. There we go. One of them safe. Alright, so another thing is we'll probably need oxygen around this area. If we're going to sleep here, the oxygen in the bottom right here makes a lot of sense. We're going to go like that. Chances are this is going to be door space. If that's going to be that, we'll probably want a jumbo battery here. Let's look at the... Oh! Grab a Pip! Pip's food. Oh, man. Probably grab this guy. Stinky. Of course, Stinky's going to be the cook, right? Come on, Stinky. Let's put you on the grill. Hator GG needs his research. Layra needs her tinkering. And then Marie needs digging skill. Let's go. Okay. All the skills are passed out. That's not bad. We're still researching that. I'll get the grill next. I might as well start cooking. Might as well start cooking. Alright, so Marie is able to actually mine through the granite now, which is actually great. We'll probably have the ladder reach up top. So, given how this looks like, it should probably do something like that. And then this should line up. This is probably a setup like that. Alright, we're going to use this as a top platform to recenter. And then we're going to go up into the jungle biome this way. Just to avoid this pocket. So we will go up this way. We're just going to have to build a tile here to kind of solidify this. I'm just being a little bit cautious. I know that's probably unnecessary, to be honest. And then there is the top right here that we go down this way. This is probably fine to do. Four, 4, 4. Space heaters are too weak. 4, 4, 4, 4. Oh no, more the CO2. We need it to spill in. That's what we need this pit for. Space heaters are not enough heat. You're better off generating heat with something like... So, because of how heat transfer works in this game, although it does heat it up, the amount of cold energy that it's trying to heat it up from, it's kind of like taking a heater, space heater, and outside in the winter. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to use a heater to stay warm while you're outside in the cold. Like, you could try and stand right next to it, but it's like, it's never really going to be enough to warm up more than that really small area. So it's not actually worth it. The question is, do we have access to it? Answer is no. We do not have space heaters until we get water. Where is it? We need water to unlock space heaters. Is that down here? Where's my space heaters at, man? I'm just gonna search this. Oh yeah, right next to the insulated tile, space heater. Insulated tiles are also locked out as well. How's CPU and Oni? What's going on, G? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. 100k run, yeah, back to the 100k challenge. Oni's going great so far. I mean, we're in the early game. It's very unlikely we could lag this early. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. That's true. In the case that we have unlimited time, that's true. But in the case that we have a time limit, that's completely not true. So us taking the time to build the space heater is a time loss. Because technically it doesn't really benefit enough for us to actually invest in it. So what we actually want to try to get for a heat source in this game is actually going to be the liquid tepideizer. Because of how heat transfer works and how heat sources work in this game, you're better off heating something else that's not the building. So something like a space heater is going to be completely doo-doo until you reach critical points of heat, and that's only something that something like an aqua tuner is able to do, which is why a lot of the times we only use an aqua tuner to make steam rooms. For the most part, the space heater is just so much of a fraction of the amount of heat you generate, and that it's on the building itself, and you can't actually extract the heat without having it be submerged. It's actually never going to be a good option. Even on Rime, the problem with the space heater is that it consumes power. You're actually better off with just a lot of small batteries, because they only hold 10,000 watts. But they generate heat from each individual battery. And all you have to do is keep the batteries kind of filled with power. At that point, you would probably generate more heat over a larger area with small batteries. But for the most part, yeah, something like a space heater is never going to be good. You want something that cools something else that's not the building itself. And that's purely because of how the calculation of the heat transfer work in this game. It's just not worth it. Gee, you know what's sad? You know what's really sad? I cannot turn on DLSS. I have to turn it off. It causes my CPU to stutter. Every time it transfers load from CPU to GPU, there is a 1 second stutter. And it happens even when I'm not doing anything. I could be idle on my computer and it happens. My GPU basically spikes up to 100% usage for a second and goes back down. And the only way for me to actually fix it, after doing a little bit of testing, was turning off DLSS. So I can't play with that anymore. I have to just keep it off. No, it does not. Come on, drywall. Oh, I got green pants, basic stuff. Feels bad, boys. Guys, is it me, or is drywall the best type of blueprint you could get from the objectives? I'm not gonna lie, man. Drywall is top tier. Dude, I have rainbow drywall, dude. I would show you if I had it unlocked. I got the rainbow, baby. Only way to do it. All I get is drywall. I'd be super excited about a balloon. What? I have two types of balloons. I have your basic balloon. I have the pokey shell balloons, and then I got the Weezwort balloons. Do you know what's the time between the blueprints? Is it random? Resets every Thursday. You get about 3 blueprints, and I think it's 1, 2, and 3 hours. I think weekly resets Thursday, 1, 2, and 3. So 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. So that's total 6 hours of game time. I think. I might be wrong, but it's more or less about that type of spread. The Thursday reset, I want to say, is because I stream this game a couple times a week, and every Thursday I always have blueprints. So I want to say it's on a Thursday. Man, what's up with the CO2 though, man? We gotta do a better job of this. You got the glossy and yellow balloon? That's not bad. It is Thursday. Yep, Thursday we get the blueprints, man. But today is Monday, and I haven't gotten blueprints since last Thursday, so it makes sense. Once I get all the blueprints, it should come back on Thursday. Dude, this CO2 though. My god. I need to do something with it. Alright. We know what we need to do. So it doesn't seem like we're getting much progress done, but believe me, this is all necessary. Eventually, we're going to have to dig through all of the buried objects anyways, because that's going to be food for us. And right now, the travel time is going to ruin us generating skill points, so having them close by mining and doing this is actually pretty nice. All necessary evils. All necessary evils. Gotta mine this, gotta mine that. Gotta do the research, gotta run the wheel, gotta remove the CO2. Hopefully this all spills down, solidifies. That's what we're hoping for, and then it goes away. All we gotta do is generate more oxygen. People love chat though, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys are having a great Mondays today. Great start to the week. It is the month of June. Hope you guys are ready for summer, because it's right around the corner. But today we got cloudy skies. Apparently we had rain today according to YR Young, which is kind of wild coming from California. We got rain, fam. It gonna rain. I just didn't believe it. But it is what it is. How's everyone in chat though, man? You guys doing alright today? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna mine this out. Hopefully this allows the CO2 to accumulate below us and not over here. I also want to mine this out. Doing good. Sunny here in Oregon. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I heard that Oregon was wild, man. How is life over in Oregon? Do you like the Portland Trailblazers? My current run has half the base super polluted oxygen venting into space. It never runs out and doesn't nearly vent as fast as I hope it would. Yeah, gas venting in this game, honestly, I would 100% go to the what's that map called? The ocean asteroid. Go to the water asteroid on the DLC. Go into sandbox mode. And then replace all the water with equal mass of any gas, right? And then just wait to watch how slow that is to actually self-vacuum. And then the funny thing is that if you actually get 2 different gases, so the top half and the bottom half are 2 different gases, it takes even longer. It's like the stupidest thing, man. Gas venting to space in an open, like no roof setup. It's wild because it's slow. It is absolutely the slowest. Did I get my dupe? Gee, who would you like to take? You would have to claim a dupe. Let me know if you have a preference, and then the name of the dupe. The slime produce PO2, not while it's like this. It's only when you dig it out and it's on the ground, like this. So if it's a tile that you could stand on and build a building on top of, no. If it's on the ground and you can pick it up with your hands, yes. You're a Blazers fan, kinda, lol. How do you feel about Dame, dude? Is it true that all the people are telling Dame to leave? It's just kind of unreal, man. Yo, the scientist has been claimed. Oh my god. Maybe we'll give you Marie Curie. There's no radioactive uranium for you to play with, though. Oh, well, you're gonna take... We're not gonna take any more researchers because of the challenge run we're doing. We're only gonna start with the one, and we're never gonna need more than that one guy. So, if you don't mind, man, I'll give you Marie because she's named after a real one. That's gonna be a channel point redemption, 8-bit Owen. Sorry about that, but yo, Gruz Chick coming in with the raid. I see you over there. Thank you so much, man. Mariah Carey. What a way to say that name. What's going on, though, Gruz Chick? How was Stationeers? Appreciate the raid. Thank you for bringing the community over. Sharing it with ours. Appreciate it. If you guys don't know Gruz Chick, plays a lot of Oxygen, not included as well. He's kind of more of a mad scientist. In the sense that, yo, man, he does a lot of crazy stuff. I remember I saw him do the Rad Bolt Railgun like a year ago. And I was like, what the hell? And apparently it was like farming the collision. Crazy stuff, man. But yeah, for the most part, welcome on in, Gruz Check. You guys should check him out. I believe he doesn't do a lot of English streams. A lot of, you know, I believe it's Russian. I might be getting the name of the language wrong. I apologize. But check him out. Does a lot of scientific games as well. I have seen him do Oni, Stationeers. I think he was also doing a little bit more of... I think it was Satisfactory for a little bit, but I might be confusing with someone else. And then there was that other game. I forget what it was called. Grosscheck was playing it for a while before he moved on. It was like this like base builder, and then it's like you had this like big robot, and it was kind of like a updated version of They Are Billions. It was I forget the name of that. It's not Blade Runner, that's a movie. Damn it. I was gonna check that game out, but I forgot. Yeah, the kitty cat Mamba. If you guys don't know Mamba, he's a cutie pie and he's napping. But yeah, check out Grosscheck, guys. And of course, thank you so much, Grosscheck. Appreciate the raid once again. And if you guys are coming in with the Grosscheck raid, my name is Too Legit City. We're playing some Oxygen Unincluded. Grosscheck, I know, plays that as well. So if you guys know the game, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We're doing the 100k challenge. So you can see on the map on my cursor, minus 187 degrees Celsius. Everything is going to be ice cold, and our goal is going to be doing 100 cycles to revive, no one's allowed to die. And then we're doing the 3 achievements, Carnivore, Locavore, and Super Sustainable. So that's our challenge right now. And if you guys are not familiar with the map, this is a modded map on the vanilla game. So that means no radiation, no star map. But that's because of the mod limitations. If you guys have any other questions, though, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to help. But that's a challenge that we're doing at the moment. Now, of course, the biggest thing is actually getting super sustainable in the 100 cycles. That's one of the things. And then because we're in the 100k, we got natural gas. It's still cold, though, so that's not going to be good enough. One of the things is we need to find a water source. The faster we could find water, the better it is for us. The best thing to do, though, is finding it up top so that it's on the way to the shovels. Also warms up the area so we don't have to worry about... Did you mean Dyson Sphere program? No. I think I saw Grosscheck play Dyson Sphere. But it's another one. It's a base builder. It's not Dyson Sphere. That's more like Factorio production line management. It was like in space, and it was very similar to They Are Billions, but it's like a more modern version. And then I remember it's like you have like, man, how do I see my points to redeem the name of dupe? Be back for a bit, gotcha, G. We need Mamba emote of him laying on his back with his feet toping. I see what that 8-bit one. That could be an idea. Why not make the step further and do 0k? We don't have a mod like that. So this mod does not have like a temperature slider or anything like that. The mod just has the map generation at minus 100k. It might not be possible to do 0k because oxygen liquefies, so we just suffocate on cycle 1 and then we lose every time. But Agent E, I do not believe it was Dyson Sphere. I think it was the other game. I could probably find the name of the game. It was like space themed, they are billions, and there's like big mecha robots. And then it popped off for a bit before dying off. I forget the name. Feels bad. How do I see my points to redeem? Okay, so for that, 8-bit Owen, on the bottom left of your chat box where you're typing into chat, there is an icon called Mamba Favor. That's your channel points. Click on that and it brings up the channel points menu. It should show you everything there. But you can change the world generation rules. Yeah, like I said earlier, it's not going to be something that's possible and I don't want to attempt it. So yeah, the answer is just going to be no. Yeah, we could do it, but I'm actually questioning whether or not we should do it or not, because it's not something that we should, I don't think. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Alright, natural gas, copper volcano. Not really much that we would want. So we're going to be beelining to the top. Hopefully we'll get to these guys soon. And I don't think, yeah, we don't need to dig down anymore. Alright, we're going to actually try to dig up. We have a lot of spots we have to dig open still. But because the dupes are kind of lagging it and not doing anything up here, I probably do also want that. I might want to use a different power line for this and run it up top. And then I think what we're going to do is put a battery on the side. Let's up the priority of the dig command. I think what's going to happen is they're going to run on this because there's no battery. And it's going to that's going to be so slow. All right, it's trying to generate heat, but it's immediately getting bullied by the surrounding environment. Feels bad. All this thousands of kilograms of CO2. We don't need the rust, so we're just going to leave that there. And then we're going to dig upwards. There's hydrogen here. I'm going to try to avoid that and go a little bit to the left. Probably want to go over here, to be honest. And then we're just going to mine this out, put a battery, and then we'll mine up in between soon. We have a good amount of food right now, research-wise. We got that. And then... all germs just die. I know, right? It feels that way. It really does. Okay, so we know we're going to need this, right? Insulated tile, so I might as well grab the tech. I will need electrolyzer. I might as well just grab that as well. We need to grab as much of the tech as we need. Is it cold enough to make methane? Yes. Methane is 161. You could actually get natural gas to become methane. Yes, 100%. This area, though, it's a little bit too low. The geyser has to be a little bit closer to the surface. That gets up to negative 180. You could very easily get methane at that temp. Okay, this guy's a bottomless stomach, and this guy is a mouth breather. This is such a weird choice. I am more often than not going to want to grab the dupe, but food we know is going to be an issue. I think we have to grab Pei, but she's such a weird dupe. Building only, 8 construction, so she's fast, and then she has ranching skill, which is the most randomest thing. The bottomless stomach sounds like a pain to manage. Alright, So Pei is gonna be building. Stinky's gonna be cooking. Are you a doctor? Dr. Stinky is also a chef? Oh, that's such a weird combo, dude. No, man, it is what it is. Alright, it's time to dig up. We're probably going to use that weird digging pattern that I so much enjoy. But we got to dig up the ladder slightly first. Hey, Domino's joining in the colony. Who would you like to take? Let me know, let me know. You taking Dr. Stinky? Oh man, Domino's, renaming it after you, or we're having a different name? After that, it's like we gotta make sure, man. Is that gonna be named after you? Is that gonna be named after somebody else? Let me know. We could also just call him Dr. Stinky. What a name. Alright, technically it's better off on this side. We're gonna do what's known as the natural ladder. You just leave Stinky? Doc Stinky? Yeah, okay. Dr. Stinky. Or should we put Stinky MD? I don't know, man. One of them sounds more professional, I think. We need that Stinky MD, dude. I think we just do it like this. We're gonna alternate the pattern. So it's gonna be like that. And then that way we have a pattern for the ladder. So we could ladder straight up this way. Dig up items if we want to. There's Muckroot right there, which is not bad. A little bit of stress because they're always going through the soggy CO2. I might want to put a room here soon. But I haven't found a heat source yet, so I don't need beds yet. Doesn't have his medical degree because he doesn't have enough skill point. That's true, though. He went to culinary school first, dude. God, I can't blame him. He likes his pickled meal rice. It's acquired taste. I believe it's an acquired taste. Gotta enjoy the pickled meal rice. Alright, so we gotta work our way to the top. We gotta get to the shovels. If this was a normal playthrough, I would look at this and immediately go, yes, we got water. But then because we're playing on the 100k map, I don't even want to click on that because I know what that is. Gonna be a bad time, boys. So the reason why we do it like this is so that one person could dig while one person builds the ladder. And this allows more people to supply the ladders so that when the person is building them, they build them all in sequence. That way we get more done here faster as they're working as a team. If you were to just put the blueprint ladder through, it's going to take a lot longer because they would have to dig, build one ladder, dig, build one ladder. So that's actually why I'm doing this strat. Now, of course, this is a... oh, no, the oxygen is liquefying. God damn it. Guys, do you guys drink energy drinks? Are you guys looking for an alternative to something like G Fuel? Guys, I've partnered up with Rogue Energy, and I actually drink it myself. I'm getting my pink lemonade tub soon. And guys, if you're looking for a boost of energy, something that's 0 calories, sugar-free, having a good mixability, is that the right word? I'm sorry, that's probably not the right word. But use promo code 2LegitCity to get 20% off. If you guys want to support me and have another code you guys want to use instead, I have a referral link in the descriptions down below as well. So guys, if you guys want to support your boy me, we got you some options. Okay, there's a chance that we go underneath the hydrogen. But yeah, check out Rogue Energy. I drink it myself. And I'm waiting for my tub. I think it's pretty good. Ah, cool slot. I mean, it's water, but it's cold water. So it's kind of pointless. Alright, so that's nothing. We have liquid oxygen here. That's also kind of bad. I want to go beneath this. So we're going to go like that. Alright, so we're going to do ladders here now. And then we're probably going to want to dig through some of the buried objects. Should be not bad. And then we want to go below the hydrogen because this is going to irritate our eyes. G in the beginning. Wait. G, what do you mean? You want me to... Wait, you gotta spend the point. I can't take it from you, though. That's the thing about channel points. You have to spend it. I can't do anything to affect that. So, G, from what I'm reading, you're saying to... You want to spend the point so that you could give someone else a dupe? Gotcha. Yo, man, y'all hear that in chat, right? If you guys got any ideas, let me know. Okay, well, let me think. All right, gotcha, G. Gotcha. Take your time. Think about it. Do all the things. No worries. All right, so once we get to negative 185, and it gets that cold near the top, okay. I think we just need to move the oxygen close. And I think it has to be here. There we go. And then we're going to go around. We know that we're going to have to climb up slightly before going all the way up. No water yet so far, though. So we do kind of have like a timeline we want to follow in order for us to make good progress. So the timeline is pretty much we kind of have a check at 25 and then at 50. At 25, I should be starting my shovel hunting. And then at 50, it should be we're already eating barbecue. That needs to be the checks. And then we have some additional checks we have to work out. Basically, we probably want a population check. I think at a certain point, we need to be at a certain size. And we could only really do like 1 to 2 really give and takes with the non-duplicate selections on the printouts. Basically, we need the duplicate labor, for lack of better words. We need as much of it as we can have. I'm also going to enable proximity, even though it's probably not going to do anything. Dupes don't breathe it, they drink it. Dude, imagine that was a thing. How wild would that be? Imagine you're able to drink oxygen, dude. It's gonna be like those sci-fi movies where they submerge you into a liquid. I've seen those movies, man. I've always thought of like, how are they not immediately like choking and suffocating? When they have like the Matrix, they're submerged in a fluid. That's like the first thing I think about. Like, yo, man, how are these motherfuckers breathing, dude? Imagine the burps, dude. Oh, that's gross. The thing that I'm most worried about is if you didn't wipe your butt like very clean, you got some brown spots, man, and then now you're submerged in it. Oh, man. What's going on, Pita Bread? Came in during a weird time. How are you, Pita Bread? What's good? Oh, natural gas. Oh, we have another open geyser here. That's really weird. Yeah, that's kind of bad luck. Oh, man, that's kind of bad luck. Alright, so I want to do this. We do that. And then we do this. Alright, and then this is going to be our new ladder. Alright. Yeah, sorry about that, man. It'd be like that sometimes, Pita Bread. Just having the conversations. Jack Bull, what's good? I see you over there. Welcome on in. The O2 levels in liquid is very high, so even if you think you will drown, you won't. At least that's the concept. But it's like, isn't water already made from oxygen and hydrogen? You know what I'm saying? I get the concept, but like, we still drown in water. Just saying. It's like when you're watching I, Robot, the movie, and there's that one scene where the lady looks at Will Smith and goes, you know, gasoline explodes, right? And you're using that as a fuel source. It sounds like that, man. Like, you sure you know what you're doing, man? That's what it feels like, man. Was there no water at all so far? No water because we're on the 100k map. 100k map is so cold that the whole map is negative temperature, and it gets down to negative 185, which oxygen, as you can see right here, is starting to liquefy. Water is, yeah, we haven't gotten lucky with that yet. I have to find a geyser. Oh man, Jack Bull. I don't know, man. There's a lot of rumors with that right now. I honestly don't know what to think. Because the thing with the comments he made is that they were actually not possible. Right? Because it's like, yeah, there was no way to trade for Braun last year. You would have to wait until the next season for you to be able to trade for him because he's not eligible for trade. So the Kyrie thing is really weird. You see a lot of people saying that, oh, Kyrie's trying to play 4D chess. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I remember that scene. Cyberguy remembers. Liquid oxygen to electrolyzer, the game ends. There's no liquid in... Oh, no, there is a liquid intake. Can't you heat up ice somehow? What would you heat up ice with? Erlin, I would recommend you to attempt this challenge. Could you use something to increase the temperature? The biggest problem that you don't understand is all the technology is locked out because we don't have water initially. So anything that generates heat, like a heater, insulated tiles, tepodizer, aqua tuner, none of those are actual viable options because we can't get water right now. So the answer is no. The answer is no. What is the resource in the middle of the rust biome? Solid CO2. I am not going to go towards that because I don't want to get bodied. Now they're saying Draymond wants to play here too. Where did they get the stuff? Yo, man. I don't even know. Can't heat it up. Why are you doing that? Ladder and also building? Because if I were to dig in this pattern, this is what you call a natural ladder. So by digging up and down this way, we could climb up and down without having to build ladders. Now the reason why I'm doing both is because while I'm building, I'm digging. It's faster than building a line of ladders like this because you would have to have the person that's digging it out do it one at a time. By having it with this, we have two groups, the build suppliers and then the miners. The people that are mining just mine straight up, and then I could put the blueprints in between. And once we have a connected ladder, we could mine the one tiles individually and put the ladders in between as well. This is a lot faster, in my experience. Yeah, it's Devo. There's a challenge. Hopefully that helps. Pea water comes out of the dupes as ice every time they pee, if you didn't know that. Yeah, when I played the regular cold map, I went straight for the tepodizer. I had water, though. He doesn't. Yep, don't have water, man. So what have we learned? The 100k challenge is not known to anyone in the world yet, and people are still asking questions. It's day 69. People don't know that this is a challenge run and not a normal playthrough. I'm just memeing. For the most part, the challenge for the 100k challenge is a little bit easier now because I used to think that you had to store the power. That's actually not true anymore because we tested the achievement and how they actually calculate and track the power. So because of that, we're actually going to be... Oh, that's space. Oh, fuck. That means I don't have water here. Oh, man, this is bad. Okay, so we have space, but we don't have water. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We probably have to go through this way to see what's on this side. Oh man, we need the water. Without the water, I don't know if we could do this. What we learned that because of that and how that works, that means I don't need power consumer. So my previous bottleneck was because I didn't have power consumers, is what I thought. So the idea was that because I didn't have power consumers, I didn't need to be getting a lot of dupes, and then because of that, I could just have the consumers consume the power later when we have all of these systems in place. Now the problem with that was that since I had such a small colony size, I was not able to scale up as fast, and that became a problem. It took too long to get the ball rolling. While we could get Carnivore and Locavore completed, we weren't able to get super sustainable. So this time around, I'm thinking about scaling up. Now, before we were actually scaling up, we did some playtesting on a different run. We wanted to see if we could get the 100k challenge in and of itself, even without the 100k temperature. So we did it on the normal Terra map, and what we learned was that, yes, I think a issue of scale is potentially one of the problems. Now, another thing is that although that is a problem, I don't think that's the only problem. So we need to figure other things as well. But basically, you could actually just do the achievement now without actually having batteries. So we could have the simple setup of having this tied to a light, right? This normal setup for the gym that a lot of people tend to gravitate towards. And although this is cool, you get the full 400 watts per second and not the 7 or 10 watts per second from the light. So because of that, we could actually have a lot more duplicates. And the idea is going to be using duplicates as a power source instead of using hydrogen and all that jazz. So while having hydrogen is going to be good still, it's not going to be the only thing, because we could get dupes earlier and then we could scale it up appropriately as well. Now, of course, there is other problems as well. We need to be able to scale up fast enough and then also have supplemental sources in order to keep up with super sustainable. And then we still need a crew to be able to actually hunt the shovels. So there's a lot of little problems, but it's all seemingly manageable. Right now, though, we're not getting lucky because we didn't find any water, and that's very unfortunate. Isn't there some geyser or something that to the left, the rust area? What? Oh, this? This is, cool slush. So this is cold, polluted water at -10. Yeah, that's not going to help us. It's only going to get colder. So this is technically an ice machine. I hate to say that. We found this here, but it's a volcano, and I've played with this before on another 100k challenge run. It's not a good heat source. Ideally, it's the 95 degrees Celsius salt water or the 110 degrees steam are the two geysers you're looking for that are ideal. If we could get those, that's going to be the perfect situation. I just don't think we'll get it. All right, either way, we still got to get to the top because we got to get the shovels. We don't have super hard digging yet, so the abyssalite's going to stop us. We're still going to want to get to the top, though, so that we could set up the oxygen mask and the whatnot. And, of course, we need to make sure that we're able to grab all the shovel babies. We need to go to the right over here to see if we have anything that we could explore. There is no germs on the slime, so that's actually pretty safe for us to go all the way to the right. The only problem is that I want to avoid solid CO2 like this. That's at 1,000 kilograms. So I probably do go out this way. I don't want to break into this, but I just want to go out to here to see what we got. At this point, we have to go to the right. Of course, we're still going to be moving up top, because we're going to go up, make a platform for the oxygen mask, and then go up to space to grab shovels. And then we have to have this come back down. We could actually put the oxygen masks right here. And this makes a lot of sense due to the fact that we're close to space. I actually might do that. And then we just need to start pumping from somewhere. We might do it from here, because this is pretty clean. And I think all the CO2 from them breathing out is going to solidify right here. Bork it. Oh, this means this is the fossil site. And we have 2 fossil sites here. Ah, look at this. This is mad jank. And we have ice above it. Okay, so we know this is an ice biome. Kind of useless. And that's connected to that. Alright, so we know what that is. We're still pushing out that way and this way. There could be a chance there's the geyser top left. It's just very unlikely. Alright, let's wait for that. I think I will put the oxygen masks here. So we'll just get that ready. We'll put 6 masks. And then we'll have a crafting station as well. And then we'll just pump the oxygen like that. The oxygen can liquefy. So I am a little bit worried. I'm hoping that this stops liquefying. We're hoping that it does. And then where are my shovel babies at? Oh, we got one. He's moving around. Not bad. So without water, we can't really do anything. However, there is guaranteed quote-unquote water if we were to take the slow route. And that's at the top of the map. We have something called meteor showers. And they actually come in at 300 degrees. While this top of the map is actually relatively cold, negative 190, right? As you can see. The heat from the meteor showers is going to accumulate. Eventually, it's going to beat out the heat. And then I'll need to basically harvest some of it so that I could drop it next to ice. That's going to melt it into water. And then having water allows me to melt more ice into more water. So the hot regolith can potentially be key. That is what I did initially on a no geyser run. But yeah, we got to get to the top still. Ideally, though, finding a water source from a geyser is better. Hey, Domino's coming in with a gift sub to Noxie and String. Thanks so much, Domino's. I see you over there. Enjoy the emotes. C20 does ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But you know who to thank. Thank you so much, Domino's. I see you over there. Appreciate the support. Alright, we will open this up. This is probably pretty fair. Let's just go through like this. And then I want to go to here. And then it needs to come out from here. Alright, that's fair. Avoid the CO2, see a little bit of the vision. This is a room? This looks like this could potentially be the Gravitas teleporter. Oh no, we don't get that. Ooh, the Muckroot is nice, but I think we have to take a dupe. Because we want the manpower at this point. The Narcoleptic is not good. I'll have to take this guy. Even though I want the Operator. Alright, so this guy's going to be a rancher, and you're also going to be a... Dude, Treble Queen? What the heck? Coming in with the raid. Shoutouts to you. Well, that's not a space, that's an underscore. Playing some Oxygen not included. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, it is a raid. Treble raid. Hello, hello. Welcome on in, Treble Queen. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. How was the Onis? I see you over there. Shoutouts to you. How was the Oxygen not included stream? Thank you so much for the raid and bringing your communities over to share with ours. But how was all the things? Talk to us about that. Hopefully the Onis was a good time. Everything is hot. There's steam everywhere. Oh man, that sounds like you listen to chat's advice to open up the magma tank. And then someone peed while climbing up the ladders. Classic dupe shenanigans. You know how it be sometimes. But feels bad. Feels bad. Steam everywhere, man. Steam's a bad time. Oh, this is the Critter Flux. Interesting. But yo, man, it'd be like that sometimes. Hopefully you'll take care of that. Chat was innocent. Okay, okay. Treble, man. Was chat innocent? We gotta know, man. The people gotta know. They got the questions. What if you get dupes with ugly crier when they produce water when they cry? When they pee, the water comes out as ice. that should be in and of itself enough to steer you away from that concept. They pee out ice if you don't give them bathrooms. They were pretty innocent. Okay, it happens then. Okay. Yo, man, it happens. It gets the best of us. Hopefully, though, you're able to solve the problem. But I'm not gonna lie, man. That sounds like a tough problem to have. Steam is never gonna be a fun time. Hope you have plastic, though. That's gonna be the best way to deal with the Steam. But yo, appreciate it for the raid Treble Queen. If you didn't know, we're doing the 100k challenge, which is a modded asteroid to give us a very cold map, and we're trying to survive. Trying to make sure we do Carnivore, Locavore, and Super Sustainable. Otherwise, it's kind of a new run at the beginning of the challenge, but there's a lot of this is not going right. I am contemplating about resetting the run, though, because I have not found the water yet, and I'm a little bit worried. No plastic! Lord of Heaven, shout out to you, man. Always letting the people know. Thank you for all that, man. Appreciate you. But man, I'm thinking about this, man. I think this is not gonna go well because of the no water. And if the water is so far away and we have to walk towards it, we might as well rebase, which isn't a bad thing. But we would need to find the water, though. K is in Kelvin. Yeah, 100 Kelvin, 100 Kelvin. A lot of people think, oh, what's 100K stand for? It's like, you remember the candy bar? The 100 grand? Crazy, I've never rebased. A lot of the times, you're not really incentivized to do so, to be honest. But for our challenge, we're going to have to. Otherwise, travel time's going to kill us. But yeah, the game is not nice with that, man. Yeah, you don't consider it. A lot of people don't even, like, if they do move base, what they end up doing is they end up doing 2 bases, and they just live at both. It's kind of weird. But it makes sense. I'm gonna be real. It makes sense. Alright, we're gonna need this, and then we're gonna run 2 pumps here. And then we're going to run some oxygen diffusers here. We probably just need 2. 240, 240. So that's not bad. And then 120, 60. 240, 300. We're a little bit off. I would probably have to bop this one diffuser. I could probably try to swap that, which shouldn't be too bad. This is vanilla. The mod does not work on the DLC. They technically are trying to rewrite the mod as a different mod to use it for the DLC because of the map generation is so different that they were not able to actually make this work with both. They have to basically write 2 mods because the games are just fundamentally so different. And I heard that it's running into problems because the biggest difference between the DLC and the base game is how they do map generation. And because of how messy it is, the modders are not really able to do it without writing it from scratch. And I think there's a motivation problem right now. You know, the modder might not want to do it. It makes sense. No one would start over from the beginning, right? But yeah, I heard that from the other modders. I don't know the person that makes this, but some of the other people that do make mods in the Oni community have pointed that out. So I think that's kind of the problem at the moment. I don't think it's a big deal, though. But it is an issue, yeah. Wouldn't you want another O2 diffuser further up? How are you going to power that? No. Once we have the oxygen mass, we're not going to need O2 anymore. That's actually why I'm trying to do this. So that I don't have to build as deep. Because once we have this, they're able to breathe, go up to space, go further out. It's not really going to be a problem at that point. CO2 should solidify still. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. If you restart this run, can I send you seed to my map? I want to see how you play on that map. No, I am not going to take seeds. The reason why is because I am not repeating seeds either. So every time I start a new seed, it's a new random seed. I'm not actually... Because some of the people in chat think that if I were to redo a seed and I know where everything is, it's going to be too easy. And I do agree. Once you know where the geysers at and you build towards that area, it's like you're leaning into your strengths. And for the most part, I kind of agreed. So I'm going to be not taking any seeds or, you know, redoing seeds I've played on. We're just going to randomize seeds. However, there are some limitations I'm putting in for myself. I don't want to do the 100k map with volcanoes or magma channels that are naturally there, because that's going to ruin the point. So some minor little things like that. But yeah, not planning on doing seeds like that. I'm sorry. Yeah, be like that sometimes. Man, I am not finding any water though. We're getting close. I think if we get to cycle 20 and we don't have water, I think we reset. I think that's just something we just have to do at this point. Because we got the space. Getting to there is not going to be a problem. We're going to be starting up our mast soon. Which means by cycle 20, I should be having this up and ready. And then I need to wait until cycle, I think it's 15, 16, for us to get abyssalite digging. And then I could go through. No. You could do carnivore without water easily. Carnivore is guaranteed. Super sustainable is the one that we won't be able to do without water. Because we need to be able to tack up. Wait, no. Technically what you said is true, but there is a guaranteed way to get shovels and water. It's just so time consuming that you lose out on super sustainable. So technically that is true. You do need water to do carnivore, because without water you can't even get the ranching tech that you need. And you do not get 20 shovels, you get less than that, slightly. So you do have to breed a couple of shovels to get the egg for that to actually reach 400,000. But because of the meteor showers, you could technically do that, melt the ice, get a little bit of water, get the research. It's just that you would not be able to get close to super sustainable at all. Zero Dragon, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Hello. We will grab this. Get close to the insulated tile tech. Alright, so what could save us? If we got water right here, that'd probably be pretty good. So next to this geyser is another geyser, and that does happen. There's a chance we might get the open saltwater geyser in the salt biome right here. So that's going to be the thing. This kind of has the Terra attributes, characteristics. Slime biome has a cool steam vent. Jungle biome has a cool steam vent. Salt biome has the saltwater geyser. Those are attributes to the biomes, but it's not guaranteed because there's multiple biomes. And you get one of them. One open cool steam vent, one open cool steam vent, one open saltwater geyser. So we haven't found it yet, which means we're unlucky, but I'm hoping to get it soon. Even if this is a slime biome, I don't think we're going to get a geyser there. Too close to the surface. Speed this up. Find the critter flux is just kind of useless because all the critters are dead. How are you starving? You got 37,000 K-cows, man. These guys. Alright, so go through here. Once we get to the abyssalite, we can't do anything anymore. We do have the skill, though. Marie's in. And then I want to go through here. Alright, so let's make this high priority so it gets done. We'll start making masks, because we can. And then we need the juice over here. So this is 300, and this is 720. Yeah, so we're exactly barely over. So I would literally need a very minor design over here. Alright, we're also going to take this diffuser so that this is going to be okay. Yeah, we don't need a freezer. Most food is... Oh, look at that. We got methane. We got the liquid, baby. The food on this map, most of it is already deep freezed. Look at that. The abyssalite goes down. There's not a good chance that we have the water geyser here. Alright, we're going to have to go through this way to see. I think this is a dead run, though. We're so far from the water. I don't think it's going to be likely. So we would need the water. Okay, so... if we get dupes every 3 cycles, so we start with 3 dupes, at cycle 10, we should have 6 dupes, right? Because it's 3, 6, 9, and then 12. And that means on cycle 15... No, 16. I gotta add 1. That's fine. We will get a new dupe. And then... we would add 3. So... we would be at 8 dupes at 16. And then at 15, we would add 5 more. So that's 31, and then I'd be at 13. And then another 15 cycles, 46, and then I'd be at 18 dupes. So I'd be around 18 dupes around cycle 50. For me to actually run non-stop and get super sustainable, I think we need a large colony. And I think we might want to do something like pick up the difference, where we just overproduce at the end. But I'm thinking about that. 3 dupes per hydrogen gen. We need 10, so we need 30 dupes running on the wheel. With 30 dupes, we would need to have 9 dupes cooking non-stop. Dude, this feels like it's going to be like the 69 for 20 challenge. We would need 9 dupes cooking non-stop. We would need 3 dupes supplying, and then all the dupes running for the power. That would be okay. And then... yeah, that's a huge group of dupes. So 30, 40... we need 50 dupes. Oh, we can't get that size. So we would have to use a supplemental design. So the water is actually necessary. You burn off the hydrogen. I guess the hydrogen vent could also be useful as well. Alright, I think this is potentially a dead run. We will see, though, because there are a lot of things I'm curious about. I want to know where the water is. I love the fact that dupes complain about poor quality food, but they directly eat frozen food as if it was cooked. Honestly, man, I was hoping for a microwave update or a microwave building with the spaced out DLC. Honestly, that's what I wanted. I was hoping that the dupes would find food that's colder than a certain temperature and they heat it up before they eat it. That's what I was hoping for. They never actually came out with a microwave like that, though. Feels bad. As someone who has tried to get 50 dupes and only gotten to 35, I am intrigued. Yo, man. Have you seen my challenge run where we do 69 dupes from cycle 1 and then survive for 420 cycles? It's a completely different game once your colony is that size, man. I am not gonna lie. Completely different game. It's pretty wild. It feels like punishment for getting good food storage, though. It takes them longer to eat. Yeah, I guess that's not bad. I just feel like for the aesthetics, that'd be pretty good to get a microwave. And then it makes sense because microwave radiation, right? Man, I think this is a dead run. We can't find water anywhere close. Okay, so we're going to reset, boys. No geysers nearby. I don't think this was going to be possible. But You know, at least now we know. All right, so I'm actually gonna. I want to see where the geysers are. There was nothing top left. There was nothing here. Somnium synthesizer. Nothing at the bottom. We could have just had a bad luck map, to be honest. Geyser here. What was this? Infectious polluted oxygen? What a meme. Slime lung oxygen. Okay. Where was my... Oh, my cool steam vent was all the way top right. I was never gonna get that. Wow, this was a bad luck map, dude. Yeah, my salt water was all the way on the right side. This was horrible RNG. This was horrible RNG. I'm right here. And what was this? Carbon dioxide vent, 500 degrees. Oh, that's gross. That's really gross. So this was cool slush, CO2. The natty gas is not enough heat for anything. This was a copper volcano. This was infectious polluted oxygen. Dude, this is a meme run. Salt water. And then we have cool steam. And then we have a geyser here. Dude, this was a meme, dude. Another copper volcano, dude. What the heck? This was a bad luck run, man. This is leak. This is not bad. This is a nice heat source. I do have alternative pod location. I was hoping that this put us closer to the top, and it did. We're a little bit closer to the top. So I was hoping for that, because the best situation is we're close to the surface. That way we don't have to worry about reaching the shovels if we're already there. And then at that point, we would go left, right, and down to find water. And if it's close, we would basically have a nice run. But yeah, I did take the alternative pod location on purpose, though. As you can see, it did pay off slightly. Right, look at that. There's no magma core. Even though we're not playing with frozen core, there's no magma on this map. Which is why I didn't want to go to the bottom. But look at this. I was right here. I'm so close to the surface compared to where the bottom of the map is. So this was a good spot if we had a water geyser close. Like if I was, instead of here, I was on this side and then I had both the salt water and the cool steam vent in the area, would have been a higher chance. I still think though that might have been a little bit of a problem, but this is not bad. All right. That was gonna be this attempt.